always kerosene. Anything is burning. Anything burning there, or anything. Always telling you, the essence of your life is love. And what is the effect of love in your life? You will be ever faithful. You will be ever serviceable. You will be ever grateful. You will be ever humble. You will be ever tolerant. Tolerance. You will be ever all embracing. You will be ever forgetfulness, mercifulness. You will be ever charming, cheerful. Maintain those qualities of love. Exercise love with your faith. Then only you can hold your Lord in your life. Don't miss Him. Because He is the source of love, source of faith, source of energy, source of your joy, source of your success, source of your everything. Hold Him. Hold Him. Now, Miss Cosmica will not miss the opportunity to touch your heart with her message.
When I first met Maharaj, and that is now almost 22 years ago, heaven came down to earth for me. I met him in hospital, where he had just been delivered from a very severe accident. And he was lying on his bed. A few hours later, after the doctors had operated on him, and he must have been in a terrible pain, so awful that I thought, dear, how can he just even look at me? But as I remember, he looked at me with such loving eyes, with so much sun in his eyes, that I thought, dear, this must be really a saint that has come into my life, who has come into my life. And as a child, or a young girl, I always dreamed that I would meet somebody who was like Maharaj. And at that moment, when I saw his eyes, when I saw that love, I thought, this must be a person who has come from heaven, from God. This must be a messenger from heaven. I shall never, never forget that. It changed my life completely from that day. It was to me as if he had seen the sorrow of my heart. He forgot his own pain, and he saw my heart pain, the pain of my heart. And I thought, how could one? How could anyone on this earth do this? And as I say, it changed my life. And whatever I heard from him went into my heart so deeply that I do never forget that. When I heard Maharaj later, over the 22 years, speak, it was as if I had heard it for always. There was my heart speaking, and Maharaj was just my heart, I felt. And I shall always have my heart with him, and I know he has his heart with me. And I feel so grateful and so loved that I cannot say more. I'm not an orator like Fulima, and it's always a little difficult for me to speak to all of you, but the love which Maharaj brought into my life is so enormous, and each time when I meet him again, it's bigger and greater. It's wonderful. It really is absolutely wonderful. And through him loving me and showing me that I can love other people too, I manage to deal with the difficulties which I have in my life. And there were great difficulties. But I can even love the people who I thought I never could love.
Wow.
And this is, I know, through Maharaj loving me and opening my heart so much that it's easy to love the person or people who you find difficult to get on with. And that love I'm so grateful for. And yes, as Maharaj says, it purified my life and my heart, and I'm deeply grateful for that. Thank you, Maharaj.
After I given myself in every way to my beloved Thakur, I really began to realize the importance of my devotion to him and devotion to God's creation, some total devotions. And through that devotion, I realize the existence of God very clearly as I do feel my existence. The sum total supreme force working through nature as the cause of creation, cause of protection, the cause of procreation, with some total pull of love and radiation of light of wisdom. I realized our Supreme Father. When I was free from any kind of confinement either to family members like parents, children,
friends, or any kind of fascination to anybody. By virtue of my continuous flow of love and devotion and obedience towards my Thakur, God, I also realize that I have got greater respect now for my parents, but without attachment. Greater respect and the sense of duties and responsibilities towards everybody. Without confinement, without attachment. And this very secret, O mankind, you all free yourself from the world of attachment within the region of your family, friends, your own vanity and lust for power, wealth, money. Be free. As soon as you will be free, you will enjoy the touch of so many angels. You will enjoy the Holy Spirit of Lord, of God. And you will become the instrument through which the Spirit of God will work, and more He will flow through you to serve the others. More you will feel expanded, more you will feel happiness. There is a original happiness within us, with our soul, which is the happiness of eternal existence, where there is no birth and death. There is a happiness of fullness of everything. Love, joy, truth. There is eternal happiness within us. But it is always covered with some unwanted desires, covered by some kind of fascination, of obsession, some kind of darkness. When all the darkness disappears, I learn the art of removing the darkness and making others free from that type of attachment. But at the same time, they must perform their duties and responsibilities for all kinds of relations they have. As an ideal father, as an ideal mother, as an ideal husband, as an ideal wife, ideal children, do their duties towards the family, towards the society, towards the world. At the same time, they should know that it is the Spirit which is working through them. Unless we are tuned with that Holy Spirit all the time, and the procedure is the spiritual practices. All the faith and religions have served us, and that practices I have very, in a nutshell, the most modern way explained to the world, to you all, that how you will have your own self dignified, spiritually elevated, by thinking by auto-suggestion, I am pure, I am holy, I am perfect, and act accordingly, number one. Number two, you should always see the love, the dedication of your prophets, of your masters, how much they have given themselves to the world to serve, and imbibe those qualities in you. Energize that very qualities you also possess within you as a Godhead Spirit. You energize it through your devotion, because through the passage of devotion and faith and the obedience to his teachings, he flows towards you, and you can achieve him more and more, as much as you can do. You need not to pay for anything, you need not to suffer for it. It is so easy. Number two, you have to pick up the spirit of your master, your prophets. Then more you will achieve that spirit, more the angels will be coming around you, and they will also come and work with you. Number three, you have been told that as you will energize others, you will be energized. So always energize others instead of criticizing their faults all the time, or complain about X, Y, Z. You try to understand the causes, then it will be, your mind will be settled, will not be disturbed. If you put the mind to the causes and understand why she is behaving, why she is doing, why he is doing like that, it will be clarified. So knowledge will come to you through your consciousness. And with that knowledge, you will be free from jealousy, from hatred, from darkness, from misunderstanding, from all those things which are captivated you. Your entity as a God, you realize your reality as Satchidananda. You will realize you are an eternal soul. You will realize you are one with God, and that you become the creation. So every creation is nothing but your reflection on different forms. So the whole being becomes your own. And then the universal love will work through you. Then the wisdom will work through you. Then the strength of God will work through you. And that is the purpose. You have to achieve it. Then number four, so more you will energize others, you will be energized towards that direction of being free and freedom. And next thing, occasionally, for any circumstances, conditions, you will be affected by germs, physically sick. You will be affected by the wrong conduction of others, mentally sick. You will be affected by some persons hurting your heart by their mistreatment of this. You will be affected and you will temporarily suffer, but you should be a little more cautious to avoid such type of germs, wrong conduction, such type of wrong friendship, so that you can overcome all evils and embrace all goodness, greatness of your own being, so that the angels will work through you, your spirit will work through you. It is so easy. But one thing very important, which helped me to become free, that if I energize my brain nerves, sensory nerve, motor nerve, by repetition and chanting the vibration of God, which is the holy name. God is vibrating with that holy name, with that vibration. And all the time, that vibration of God's name as Ra, creative force, Dha, expansive force, Swa, unifying force, Me, complete oneness. So these vibrations you have to always meditate, chant within you, whatever you are doing, and it becomes my continuous, in my every breath it is working now. Previously I was trying to do the holy name. Now holy name itself is working. And that is the secret you all have to practice. And please don't utter any word which will hurt others. Don't behave in a way that you will lose friendship. Don't. So your thoughts, words and action must be for the purpose of winning. First win your master through your devotion and obedience, through your dedication. Win your master, which is your guiding force. Win your God by your realization and oneness with Him. Win the devotee's heart by serving them, respecting them. Respectfulness, regards are very important. If you can respect and regard each and everything, your entire being will be so much humble, full of devotion, and you will be automatically respected. You don't expect any respect, but it will work. So respect the world, the creation. Respect your neighbors, respect your family. Talk respectfully. Please respect. And you will feel that through humbleness and respectful talk and behavior and continuous service to their being and becoming, you will win them. So win God, Master, devotees, families, win all the angels and become full of everything. Then God will always smile in you. God will always say, you are most blessed. You are most blessed. So I like to see you all become blessed, so that I will enjoy that He has worked through me for you all, and you all have accepted the spirit that I have brought, the spirit that I have energized in you, and then all the angels will work in your life.